There is an unconscious reason behind your every belief, thought, and feeling. If you can identify the reason, you can govern your life consciously. If not, then your life gets governed by the reason unknown. Hello, and welcome to the audiobook, B4Success, The Revolution Within by Sudheer K.v. This is the chapter 1 of the real inner revolution. Everything begins with the human brain and evolves through the human mind. This book presents highly capable pragmatic concept to transform an average quality of life into an excellent one without demanding for extremes of efforts. These concepts, if applied, work directly on the biochemistry of human brain to produce amazing, new, neuro-synaptic connections, and those connections further manifest rewarding new thought process, which magically redefines underlying belief system and elevates the personality traits up to level where attainment of success remains no dream, but becomes an effortless habit. In this book, you will find a unique blend of everything that you need to domesticate a happy and successful life. Despite of all adversities that you faced in past, or struggling with today, or bound to face in future, all that you wished and waited for long was always within your reach, you missed, because something unknown has disfavored you all the time. To take the maximum benefit of this audio book, please be attentive and focused. It's highly recommended that after listening to audio, please go back, open the book and read it yourself at least once. Let's begin with the most relevant part of human, the brain.
Jeopardy of brain. It is believed that healthy brain is the basis of achieving success. It means those who have brains are bound to succeed in all aspects of life. It's impossible to find one single person on this living earth who does not have any brain. In head, of course, everyone has it. A newborn baby, a teenager, an old age, everyone has it. Those who always succeed have brain, and those who always fail also have brain. Brain is just a physical organ composed of nerve cells and blood vessels. It is the center of the nervous system that coordinates body movements, thoughts, and feelings. It controls trillions of automated operations within human body every minute, from growing nails and hairs to controlling blood pressure and heartbeat, from managing digestive system to grappling emotional hormones, and from combating with diseases to admitting the cure. Everything is governed by brain automatically. Brain does everything that it has to do to keep oneself alive. It does not wait for any command line to complete its job physically and biologically. Every brain does the same job. It means, technically, everyone has same brain. Then, why all people are not the same? Why they think differently, act differently, behave differently, succeed differently, and fail differently? Why one brain produces extreme emotions of destruction, while the other brain produces extreme emotions of creativity, construction, and innovation? Why one brain creates a thought process that concurs suicide as best solution to all problems, while the other brain always discovers idyllic and easy solutions, even for the most brutal problems of life. Brain is a magnificent mystery that needs to be uncovered with careful cognitive involvement. All of us has at least one ultimate dream to achieve within this very life, though a very few have courage to convert that dream into burning desire, and that desire into passionate goal, the gall that we consort within us, with firm intention to focus, try and achieve as glinting success, the success that we think to triumph one day with a winning combination of effort and good luck. We define our goal, primed on the size of our dream. We put all our strength and capabilities. We achieve one goal and set another high. We struggle, we fail. We bounce back and try again. We spend tremendous energy and effort to succeed, but life situations bring in bigger barricades on the way and crusade us to fail. The harder we try, bigger the adversities come along, though we may acquire some learnings if we learn after every failure. But all that invested energy and effort actualizes no appreciable returns. Some of us experience such turmoil not only once, but twice and thrice and many more times. And one day we become tired of trying, so tired that we compromise with the problems and choose to live with ordinary life. Why it happens, why few people achieve smashing success by investing just an ounce of energy and effort, but others don't get it even after investing a mammoth. What is the difference between these two categories of people? Take a pause and think for a minute. Is there any unexplored way which takes just a little energy and effort to achieve what we want, compared to the Brobdingnagent of energy and efforts we used to spend till now and still could not succeed to achieve everything we wished from life? What is the secret that successful people know better than those who are not so successful? What is the secret that happy people know better than those who are not so happy? What secret is known to those who are full of everlasting energy, thrill, and passion, but not to those who always look tired, tedious, and worried? What secret is known to the one who is appreciated and acclaimed everywhere, but not known to the one who is criticized and misread often? Most importantly, what is the secret that some people always meet good luck before they wish for it, but others remain misfortunate in everything they try and do? It's a significant mystery to discover. It's a real science to learn. If we are struggling in life for money and happiness, then we are obviously missing on it till now. Yes, this is the fact. Then what next? Simple. We just need to stop missing on it. Rather, we have to get it at any cost. Let's begin the journey of getting the missing. Right here, right now. Are you ready? Are you ready? Say yes, loud and clear. Let me start with famous story. The black dot. One day, before finishing the science class, Professor Manikaran called for surprise test. All the students anxiously started to wait at their desks for the test to begin. The professor handed out the question paper with the text facing down. As usual, after distributing it to all, he asked the students to turn over the papers. To everyone's surprise, there were no questions, but just a small black spot at the center of the paper. Seeing the expression on everyone's faces, Professor announced his instruction. I want you to write about what you see there on the paper. The students, confused, got started on the incomprehensible task. At the end of the class, the professor collected all the answer sheets and started reading each one of them out loud in the class. All students, with no exception, defined the black spot and explained that in various intelligent ways. After all had been read, the professor stated, I'm not going to grade you on this test. I just wanted to spark off your thinking process. Why, none of you wrote about the white part of the paper. Stunned, everyone's eyes got auto-focused on the black spot. Everyone's thought process got engaged with the black spot. Everyone's expression became explanation of the black spot. And that's how they overlooked the white part of paper. Not willingly, but unconsciously. Isn't that the same thing happening in our usual lives? Are we not stuck on the dark spots? Are we not auto-focused on health issues that bother us? The lack of money that fears us? The acerbity in relationships that disappoints us? And the emotional stints that crucifies us? Our whole thought process is overwhelmed by the dark spots of life. Our whole mind is engaged in explicating on dark spots. Our whole brain is filled with memory of dark spots. Our whole present life is revolving around dark spots. Even we are trying to derive our future from those diminutive dark spots, but not from the rest of bright space. Obviously, dark spots resemble with stacking problems of life, and white part represents unattended opportunities. Question is, why we can't look away from the dark spots and enjoy everything else which is white and bright? Why can't we stop the recursive writing over the literary composition of dark spots and start writing the new text of our own choice with a free hand? We know we should, but we know we couldn't because of some reason, and that reason is deeply related with the success we dreamt but couldn't achieve. The black spot. In the black spot story, is giving a very deep symbolic demonstration of human mind's functional working process. The process flows in an extremely logical way. At the very first glance on white paper, the mind gets attracted towards the dark spot. Then something magical happens. The image of dark spot automatically gets attached to the mind, such as that is the only and single thing available in the sight to observe. The whole mind gets autofocused on the spot within fractions of a second. Even if your eyes consciously try to scan through the whole paper again and again and again, they could not detect the presence of anything else but the same black spot. The mind accepts that only thing present in there is the black spot. Now, mind has just one job to do, and that is to start thinking on what it observed. The presence of bright white part of the paper remains unnoticed, and mind gets completely engaged with the dark spots. It starts thinking about the dark spot. It starts evaluating the dark spot. It starts framing imaginations and stories around the dark spot. Even it dives into the deep unconscious memory to collect pre-existing references about such dark spots ever seen before. It stimulates the biological brain to produce feelings and emotions through the chemistry of hormones. It electrifies the thoughts to flow through the whole network of neurological connections across the body, and all that is done just to extract more data and feeling about the subjected focus that is the dark spot. Once, mind makes itself integrated with observations, elaborations, evaluations, and judgments about the dark spot. It expresses the outcome. We may take minutes to write that expression by hands, but mind has done its job just in few seconds. Amazing, isn't it? Though eyes saw the whole paper and projected the complete image inside brain. But why it happened, that mind, without any conscious effort, has immediately attended the dark spot, but ignored the equally obvious white part of paper. It means mind has not perceived the image captured by eyes as it is. Rather, it has decoded the image in accordance with some specific intrinsic inclination. The whole intelligence, earned through years of academic knowledge, life experiences, and profound analytics, has been automatically constricted to think about the observed dark spot, and further focused to best explain the same with a perfect use of skills of expression. What is the outcome? A perfectly formatted and skillfully written expression of a biased observation about the shady spot. What is the purpose? Is that to apply all the mindful skills to think, imagine, judge, and express the dark spot? Really? No. The purpose is not to ramble around the dark spot, and we know it consciously, but somehow this blot has got enough power to trap us immediately before we realize our real purpose. It completely encapsulates our thought process within the boundaries of autopilot governance of mind's default functional mechanism. And before we try to resist, mind has already begun its favorite job called thinking. As soon as our thought gets confined within self-created limits, we lose the power of lateral thinking. With no surprise, we lose the power of exploring on unattended possibilities, exactly like we lost the power to explore that much bigger chunk of whiter, brighter, and fading part of paper. We react on everyday problems, adversities, or criticism in similar fashion. It hardly matters that what age group we belong to. We are programmed for continuous self-evolution from morning till night. And from night till morning, we do not remain the same person between the journey from yesterday to today. Something gets added to us every day. We easily notice problems or threats floating on the way, but rarely realize that solutions and opportunities are left unnoticed. The mind gets auto-focused on jeopardizes of daily life. The complete thought process gets boxed within the perimeter of perceived menaces, and then whatever action plan we create, we relate it with overcoming the jeopardizes. In other words, we simply get stuck around the dark spots and overlook the whole bigger pie available on the landscape of life. Unintentionally, unknowingly, But truly we miss to explore many great possibilities we have in front of us. We get so busy with the black dots that we forget our original purpose, the purpose of striking upon unattended opportunities to cultivate unachieved success. Imagine if somehow our first glance becomes so capable that it starts capturing, effortlessly, the abundance of possibilities present on white and bright part of the paper, and start overleaping the dark spots, for instance. Then what all can happen? It can completely transform the way we perceive, think, act, and live. We will immediately get revealed to a whole new perspective of life. We will meet with numerous opportunities to draw bigger, brighter, smoother shapes and vibrant colors of our own choice on the huge canvas of life. The new shapes will be so loud and so powerful that they will completely quash the presence of niggling dark spots. It means we will be able to enjoy the blessings that we already have, and will create more of it by uncapping the possibilities we left unexplored till now. How will it happen? Let's look at it in the next chapter. Stay tuned and move to chapter 2 from here. All the best and good luck for the journey ahead.